Certified badass extraordinaire. That's the first time I've ever heard that before. Yeah, that's Vader saying that he's going to be starting a new chapter in his life, saying that he's neither Anakin Skywalker nor Darth Vader. So yeah, I don't know what he means by all that, but I guess we'll find out at Adrenaline Rush when he faces off against Seto Kaiba for the Intercontinental Championship. And yes, speaking of championships, I said in the last video that I would give the end date of when you can vote for the stipulations for the internet title match. And just to recap, it'll either be a guest referee, there'll be a guest referee, and that guest referee is Jim Halpert. It's either gonna, or else it can be a tables, ladders, and chairs match, or the third option is a Falls Count Anywhere match. And the way you can vote is basically by sending me a message or leaving it in the comments. Either one will do. And basically what I said is that I would give you a date of when voting will stop. And that date will be August 17th. That will be the last day where you can vote for that. Believe me, voting will matter for this matchup. You get to see the match that you want to see. So vote now. You only have one vote. So do it now. Vote in the comments or send me a message with your vote. Once again, I reiterate, you have until August 17th to when you can vote. And right now we're seeing that Thor is facing off against Dr. Insano. Thor asked for a matchup so he can show just what he's gonna do in his submission matchup against Superman at Adrenaline Rush. And Dr. Insano actually tosses him aside, but then knocks him down flat. Kicks him right in the back. And Insano trying to go for a submission hold himself, but he lets go. Oh, but Thor is back up. And Insano backing up as well, realizing what the hell is happening. And Thor just tosses Insano, just power slamming him right into the ring ropes. And what is Thor gonna do here? A back suplex from off of that top rope. Oh, but Insano reverses the Irish Whip. Gets him with a with a backbreaker. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. I should know what a backbreaker is. And what is he gonna do here? Oh my... Oh. Ooh, that... I don't know how God would feel that, but I definitely know if that was me, I'd be on the floor crumpled up in the fetal position for sure. And Insano gets him up with... I mean, something similar to the S5. 1, 2, and Thor kicks out. Wow. Oh, and a big boot, knocking Insano down flat. And Thor is pissed off. Thor is just pissed off right now. Picks him up with a running power bomb. Oh, but Insano back up. Oh, and Thor just knocks him back with that cross chop. Picks him up for a side slam. Thor, a man who wants to get rid of all the titles in RCWE. And here's how he's gonna do it. Definitely with the Mjolnir. But that's not all. With the hammer lock. He wants to stamp out all the titles here in RCWE. He wants to get rid of them. The only way he can really do that is if he collects the titles himself. Well, so he thinks, anyways. And he's just putting pressure onto Insano. Insano just not giving up. Seriously, any normal man would tap out by now. So how the hell is Insano not tapping out? I mean, does it have to do with science or something? I have no idea. But Thor is just not letting go. He's not letting go of that hammer lock. Oh, and finally, Insano taps out. And Thor sending his message to Superman that he's gonna make him tap out. He's gonna try to make a Superman tap out at Adrenaline Rush. We'll see if he can actually, well, Thor has done it before. I mean, he's done it before once, so of course he might be able to do it again, but we'll find out at Adrenaline Rush. And speaking of Adrenaline Rush, coming late August or early September, I don't know which, but for our pre-show, these matchups have been announced. Goku versus Daredevil. As well as for the #1 contendership for the Intercontinental title. It'll be Riku versus Philip J. Fry. Two rising stars here in RCWE having a chance to gain a chance for the Intercontinental title. And for the RCWE Internet title, it'll be Michael Phelps versus Dwight Schrute. It'll either be a guest referee match, a tables, ladders, and chairs match, or a falls count anywhere match. You decide. And it'll be Joker versus Voldemort. We found out tonight Joker's not as mad as we thought he was for Voldemort taking his servant. But who knows? Maybe this is all part of Joker's plan. For the RCWE Intercontinental title, it'll be Seto Kaiba versus Darth Vader. Which one of these two badasses will win the match, and who will go home with the Intercontinental title? And it'll be a number 1 contenders match for the RCW World title. They all hate each other. The Doctor, John Locke, Dr. Doom. This will finally end their feuds forever. For good. For the RCW Tag Team titles. It'll be MXC versus the Animation Domination. Can MXC take down the Animation Domination for good? And a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Sylar versus Link. And will El Refico Generico become a factor in this matchup? I seriously doubt it if Red has anything to say, but we'll find out at Adrenaline Rush. And in a submission match, it'll be Thor versus Superman. Thor already has 2 wins against Superman. Can he get a third, or will Superman break that record? Whatever. And for the RCW title, it'll be Homer Simpson versus Niku Bellic, and it will be in a Hell in a Cell. Even though it's not advertised on there, it will be in a Hell in a Cell. And speaking of Homer Simpson, here comes his son Bart. He'll be facing off against Niku in our main event here tonight. I mean, it's good once again to see Bart Simpson main eventing in a colleague. I'm pretty sure he's main evented many times in Slam and Jam Wrestling. But this is his first time main eventing a match up here in RCWE. In SCAW, and as well as No DQ, he was basically mostly in tag team matchups with his friend Millhouse. But he'll definitely have a challenge with Niku Bellic, the brawler from the mean streets of Liberty City. And here comes Niku Bellic at Rise to Greatness. Took out the angry video game nerd. It was a hell of a matchup, but because Niku Bellic used that world title and several times against the head of the angry video game nerd, basically the angry video game nerd said that he basically suffered concussion. He's as far as we don't know when the angry video game nerd will come back, or if he ever will. I mean, it just shows how cruel Niku Bellic can be, and I mean, as well as how ruthless he can be as well. First time that Niku's ever actually retained a title here in RCWE. I mean, usually after he wins it, he loses it the next time he defends it. So he's actually held this title for a long time. And he's actually, since Rise to Greatness, he's actually been able to defend the title for once. And Bart Simpson just going right at him. Pretty sure that was for the attack basically in our last episode. I can no longer say last week anymore. Basically, after I changed my schedule, so that there's more time between episodes, so that I can actually finish some stuff and make storylines better. I want to say last week that this happened, but fortunately I can't anymore. But yeah, last episode, Niku got the help of the animation domination. They basically just attacked Homer in the ring. And that's definitely a threat for this match as well. I mean, I know Red has specifically said that the animation domination can't come out, but does that ever stop anybody? No. And Bart with a moonsault right on top of Niku. Not going for a cover. Obviously showboating to the crowd. And Niku with a scissor kick. Not to the back of the head, to the front of the head. When Bart tosses him back. Gets him in a grapple. Knocks him back with a cross chop. And wait a sec, Niku reverses the Irish whip. Gets him with a clothesline. And knocks him in the back of the head, but he's not falling down. And instead going for a Cobra Clutch. But Bart just throws him down. Bart, his leg grabbed by Niku, but he gets him with that kick. Niku just waited too long to do a maneuver. Now Niku gets in behind, kicks out the leg of Bart Simpson, and getting him with a pump handle slam, or pump handle power slam, or whatever you want to call it. And wait a sec, Niku setting up for a DDT. And going for the cover. 1, 2, and only getting a 2 count. Bart is very resilient. Oh, he ducks under that clothesline. Misses with that cross drop, but he gets him with the second one. Bart using a lot of strikes, not going for any grapple maneuvers, which is surprising. He throws him up against the ropes, jumps over top of him, over top of him again, gets him with a reverse atomic drop. Now gets him behind, and going for a roll up, but he's too close to the ropes. You know, I kind of wonder. I mean, Bart Simpson also used to be known as Badass Bart Simpson. You have to wonder if Kaiba would call him Badass as well. And Niku only getting a 2 count there. I mean, but Kaiba's pretty self-centered in fact. I mean, he probably only thinks of himself as badass compared to everybody else. I mean, wait a sec, Niku! With the Liberty City hangover. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and only getting a 2 count. Oh, and Bart blocks the punch. Gets in several punches and a cross chop. And Bart with a Russian leg sweep taking down Niku. And Niku, several punches. Gets him with a suplex. Bart knocks him back. Gets him with several kicks. And a DDT. Bart picks him up, throws him into the corner, but Niku just knocks him back, but then throws Bart into the corner and gets him with several kidney shots. And then working on the leg of Bart Simpson. I mean the leg where he pretty much where he puts all his weight on when he does his finishing move. I don't know if I want to call it the Bart Simpson strike or I can't even remember what the heck people called it. And Bart going to the top rope and gets him with a drop kick. And Bart. Niku just stopped like uncharacteristically in front of the turnbuckle, and Bart Simpson made a botch there, but now he's got him in the corner, mud stumping a hole into him. Now Bart. Getting in several cross chops. Picks him up with another reverse atomic drop. Oh, he misses with that kick. Bart seems to be slowing down, don't you think? Wait a sec, Bart setting him up for his finishing maneuver. And he misses! He misses with the Bart Simpson kick. Maybe I should call it the bad boy kick. I shouldn't be having this conversation with myself to begin with on this during this episode. And wait a sec, Niku going for it. The Liberty City hangover. Sorry, not the hangover. The Liberty City struggle. Quit messing up what these moves are called, for God's sake. And Bart knocks Niku down. And Bart flies right on top of him with a leg drop. And ref making the count. But Niku's back up. Bart seems a little bit worn out. And wait a sec. Niku has him in the Liberty City struggle. But if he gets counted out, I mean, that will not be good for Niku. And oh, wait a sec. The Hell in a Cell? It's coming down! Yes, the Hell in a Cell that was veiled in a cloaking device or whatever the hell. I mean, it was invisible, but it's coming down. I mean, Niku still has Bart Simpson in that Liberty City struggle. But here comes the Hell in a Cell! Seriously, what the hell's going on? I mean, I wish they would get a good showing of what's happening between Bart and Niku. He's back up and... Wait a sec, who's... Oh my god, no. There's somebody in the Hell in a Cell. There's an extra person. It looks... It couldn't be. It is! It's Seth MacFarlane! What? Oh my god! Seth MacFarlane beating up on Bart Simpson. I think we should be hearing a bell by now, but the referee must be too stupid to realize that. Oh my god. Niku and Seth MacFarlane working together. They must be sending a message to Homer. Yes, Homer is in the building here tonight. He hasn't got... I don't think he's gotten out here yet, or he doesn't even know if this is happening or not. But it is. Bart, back up. Niku going once again for that Liberty City struggle. This is bullshit. This is definitely bullshit. He has the Liberty City struggle locked in. And here comes Homer. He's finally in the ring. Sorry, in the ring area. But he can't get in. He's locked out. He can't do anything about it. I mean, he can't help his boy. His boy is getting badly beaten. I mean, how low can the animation domination in Niku Bellic go? I mean, seriously, this is just bad news. Homer, he wants to get in there, but all he can do is watch. I mean, he's just helplessly watching his boy getting beat up in the ring. His own son. And Niku has him in a submission hold. He has him by the arm. Homer, he wants to get in. He wants to get through that door, but he can't. Almost looks as if Niku wants to break the arm of Bart Simpson. Come on, stop this. Lift up the Hell in a Cell. And Homer, he's telling Seth MacFarlane to come out here, but Seth, I don't think he's gonna listen. This is just sick. A sick night. This is not a good night for Homer Simpson. All he could do is just watch as that despicable man in the ring did that to his only son. And it looks like Bart is just clutching his arm, his shoulder. This has been Siren 13, and we'll see you at Adrenaline Rush.